Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to our witnesses. Congratulations for your nominations. Good to be with you today. Ambassador Brink, I know you've been asked a number of questions about should you be confirmed, assuming the role, a very important role in a nation at war. I want to ask you, kind of drill down into that and ask you about a pretty specific one, and that is morale issues. So you've been an ambassador. You know how important morale of both our own FSOs, but also local staff is to the strong functioning of an embassy. So should you be confirmed, how will you address sort of morale and stress issues for the U.S. and local staff in Lviv and Kiev?
Thank you, Senator. Well, I think it's very important that we reestablish our embassy mission, and that will be a very important first step, not only because it sends the right signal to Ukrainians and to our own staff, because it's necessary for us to be there on the ground. And I think that will help. I can tell you that paying attention and understanding that our mission is made up of Americans and local staff being the backbone of every single embassy around the world, we cannot function without them, is really important for any chief of mission. And I think also rallying people around our goal, and our goal is going to be to help Ukraine defend itself and to use every bit of experience and effort and support we can garner to do that on the ground in Ukraine. And then, of course, we need to take care of our staff and do everything we can to do so. I think it's an unprecedented situation that our embassy found itself. I have been a part of an embassy that had to close very early in my career, and it is heartbreaking. And also to be a part of a wartime situation where people stay behind or are unable to accompany is also an unimaginably hard thing for those of us who do this work to go through. So I don't underestimate the challenge that our mission has faced. I salute our leadership there, Christina, Kaine, and also all of the embassy staff. And I can just say I will look forward very much to joining this team and helping every way I can and leading our effort there in the best way possible so that we can affirm and use all of the great resource we have to achieve our goals.
Thank you. Ambassador Richard, the Department of State's Office of the Inspector General documented several key findings in its 2020 inspection of the CT Bureau, including nearly 20 of its 92 authorized civil service positions, about 22%, were vacant at the time of the inspection. The report also indicated the CT Bureau allowed nearly $52 million in appropriated funds to expire and then cancel from FY 2016 to 2019, an average of about $13 million a year, meaning that these funds went unused and they were returned to the Treasury Department due to Bureau, quote, weakness in funds control. OIG also found that the CT Bureau regularly submitted congressionally mandated country reports on terrorism well beyond the required deadline of April 30 for the previous 8 years. The most recent report, 2020, was submitted on December 2021. What would you do should you be confirmed to fill positions, control use of funds, and invest them wisely, and get the Bureau in a place where they're submitting the required terrorism reports on a timely basis?
Well, thank you for that question, because it's oftentimes we don't pay enough attention to those very issues, which, as my colleague just said, sometimes are the backbone of your operation. If I were to be confirmed, look, I spent 3 years in the Middle East Bureau creating and then directing the Office of Assistance to the Middle East. And I really learned some valuable skills there in program management, in money management, in personnel management, especially in a bureau with a large civil service population. And so I think I can bring some lessons learned from that experience to the CT Bureau and hopefully get them functioning at the high rate that I know that they can do. I keep in mind that they have been without leadership for quite some time now, and so many people are acting and filling 2 and 3 jobs at the same time, and I really hope to have the opportunity to get after that problem too, because it's a great staff.
Thank you, Ambassador Richards. You're right to draw a line between vacancies and actings and then internal disorganization. I mean, you just can't operate at the efficiency and the not just efficiency, but the quality that you need to if there's too many vacancies or people are in positions and they're not sure that they're going to be able to continue in those positions. So thank you for making the connection between some of the IG's assessments and the importance of getting people confirmed and in the positions. Mr. Chair, I yield back.
Thank you. Senator Shaheen.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and